We also had weather early on to a fire breaking out amid the efforts. So our team coverage now is going to turn to Terrell Fournay.
He's live now on the ground in Surfside with how residents from that area are reacting. Terrell.
First, I want to give you a sense of why this is being called a partial building collapse. Take a look behind me. This is that damaged building. From the front side, you can barely tell that anything happened to it. But let's go to this video from Sky 10 recorded just moments ago, where you can get a sense of the level of devastation that was sustained here. The portion of the building that came down did so between 1 and 2 in the morning, just as so many people were asleep inside this 12-story building, literally coming down within a matter of seconds. So many people obviously caught by surprise by all of this, not just for folks who live in this building, but for people who live nearby in surrounding areas as well. We are told that someone who just happened to be in the area actually flagged down a police officer, and that was one of the first people on the ground to report that something had happened. Let's go to this next piece of video, because this is really something that is jaw-dropping and tough to watch. This piece of surveillance video where you can see just how quick the portion of the building came down. This is from a camera that is positioned at or near an adjacent condo building. So this is something that investigators will be looking at in determining what exactly brought that portion of the building down. But as you can imagine, with so much concrete, with so much debris, it caused quite a loud sound for people who live just a few doors down, even for someone that we spoke with that lives across the street.
And we just heard like a whole ass sound that went through the windows and it shook them. Basically, that's what woke us up. We went out and I saw a lot of people in these spots that you can see in the balconies. Yeah. They were with their flashlights, doing like this, asking for help. And I just heard like people screaming, and it was really disturbing. My whole family and I were like crying. It was tough because that's the spot that we usually take to go to the beach. I passed there every single day, and it's just unbelievable that out of nowhere the whole building came down.
Tough to watch, tough to hear, and really tough to think about the people who were inside at the time. The front side of this building, as I mentioned, it virtually looks untouched, but for the folks who live in this building, it is likely the last time that they will be allowed on the inside. So that means all of their personal possessions are left in place. We're talking about family photos, mementos, things that, perhaps have been in their family for years, those things left behind. How those items, if any, can be retrieved will be something those first responders will be able to work out in the days and weeks ahead. Speaking about those first responders on the ground here, this is a parking lot where many of them are positioned. They are receiving their meals, they're receiving waters, and they are having meetings here in this parking lot that you see behind me. The search and rescue team from Miami-Dade Fire Rescue, among the many firefighters and first responders who are here on the ground, and the outpouring of support from volunteers and nearby companies has been tremendous. We've seen people walking by, even from security companies, walking by, handing out water, food trucks showing up, offering meals to the first responders who are hard at work here. So many people, so many volunteers offering things like granola bars and coffee, you name it. They are here, they are ready to help and to assist the people who certainly have their job cut out for them. Nicole, Calvin.
And that is what is most important, to see our community coming together.